everyone, it's Jodie and welcome to Developing the Self, where we upload every Wednesday and Saturday about ways to glow up physically and mentally. Today I'm going to be talking about my skin condition and autoimmune disease, psoriasis. For those of you who don't know, psoriasis is a skin condition. There's different types, but basically it's when your body and immune system is going into overdrive to protect your body when nothing's really invading it. So what happens is your skin builds up so many layers of skin cells more quickly than a regular person, and it goes red and scaly. I've had it for a long time. I've had it ever since I was a little baby, and I haven't grown out of it like a lot of people expect you to if you have it when you're a child. Today I'm going to be talking through how I treat my psoriasis. I'm going to first start off with my ointments that I use, my moisturisers and creams to externally put on my body. The second group of things are my meds and tablets that I take, as well as my biologic treatment. And the third section is more of lifestyle, just general things that have helped me. So I'm not going to go into depth with my psoriasis story because it's very long, but basically I had severe cradle cap when I was younger, and now looking back they think it's psoriasis. And when I was 7 I started to get plaque scalp psoriasis. So I only got a little bit in my hair, like little dots, and then very quickly, within a matter of weeks to a month, it spread not only to the whole of my scalp but all of my body. I've had it near enough everywhere. I have plaque psoriasis mainly, so I have that in my ears, up my nose, on my scalp, on all my body basically. And then I also have had pustular psoriasis on my feet, which is very painful. I've also had psoriasis under my nails, so I've had to wait for them to grow out because you can't do anything about those. So it was really bad from when I was 7 to when I was 10. I got a new doctor when I was 10 and she's absolutely phenomenal, and that's completely changed my psoriasis. So I began properly seeing a difference when I was 10, and it only started to really clear up on my whole body when I was around 16, 17. So I'm going to be going through the main treatments that have helped me really get rid of most of it on my body. At the moment I'm coming off one of my medications, so I'm getting it back. And it's not bad at the moment because the sun is helping, but it's little dots all over my body again, and it does make me very anxious. If you would like another video on how psoriasis impacts mental health or my whole story, then make sure to tell me in the comments, and subscribe if you want more videos around psoriasis. I really think there needs to be more content of people just showing their experiences with psoriasis rather than adverts from medical companies and people trying to scrape it off. It's really not good. So this is why I want to create videos on psoriasis, my immune system, just so there's somewhere on YouTube where it's actual people and their stories. So that was a bit long, but now I'm going to go on to the actual treatments. I'm first going to start off with my moisturisers. I use Methotrexate. This is a very small version, but I actually have a massive bottle, about 3 times the size of this, and this is Epiderm. So I use both of these as my main moisturisers, and I also use more drugstore moisturisers just generally to put on my face, but they're not for my psoriasis. To be completely honest, I'm not an ointment fan. So basically my experience with ointments is that it really helps for a week or so and it comes back with a vengeance. So when I first started having my psoriasis very badly, I went to a doctor and they would give me an ointment. I would get really excited because my psoriasis would start to get better, and it would come back more red, more sore, more itchy, and then they would put me on a stronger ointment and so on and so forth. So even though I'm not a big fan of ointments, I still must use them now and again when I'm having a flare-up, and there's different variants of how strong they are. At the moment I'm using mainly a Eumovate because it's quite light, it's not one of the strongest ones, and I'm also using Dovabet, which is quite strong. Dovabet, I've noticed how it comes back a lot worse, but on my thick, big psoriasis bits, I use Dovabet just because it needs a bit more work. Eumovate I've been using for a long time, and it's just really good for those sensitive areas. I've also used Diprosalic a lot and really like that one too. And there's another one. I'll put it in the description below because I can't remember. I think they stopped selling it, so I'll put it in the description if I can. Oh, and I nearly forgot this. There's one main thing I've used for my hair. These are things I'm using at the moment, but there's been a lot of trial and error. So at the moment, for my scalp, for my hair wash, I use tea gel. And this is very strong. It smells a bit, but it does work. I put it into my hair, I let it soak for like 10 to 15 minutes. Then I wash it out and then repeat. So now on to the second group of things, and that's my drugs, my meds, and my biologic treatment. So a thing that really helps me with my psoriasis is vitamin D. So I take 20,000 IU units every fortnight. So I find that this actually really helps, but the capsules can be quite big, so I like the little veggie versions because they're a lot easier to consume. Another main thing that I've been using since I was 10, and I've just come off of it, is Methotrexate. I've taken up to 15 milligrams of Methotrexate, but more recently, in the last couple of years, I've been on 10 milligrams. And then every week, to kind of counteract it, I've been taking folic acid, and I've been taking 5 milligrams of that. Methotrexate really helps me, but I've just come off of it at the moment because I'm soon to go on to another medication. And last is the greatest thing that's impacted me. Because I've had psoriasis for a long time and a lot of things that haven't worked, I've been given stelara. So stelara is a biologic injection. I self-inject and it's every 12 weeks. It is very pricey, but I'm so grateful for the NHS that I'm able to have this because it is really worked wonders. So this here is 45 milligrams, and this is what has treated my psoriasis and made it so much better. It's weird to think something so small can make such a big difference. And another drug I've had, I only use it for a short while. I think I used it for a year or so, or maybe less, but that was Cyclosporin. Cyclosporin worked, but the side effects were very bad. First of all, I was hairy. I didn't like that at all, and it played with my confidence, but that wasn't the main thing. The main thing was that I had really severe back pain to the point where it was hurting to walk and I couldn't run. I asked to come off of it really quite quickly because even though I want to stay on it because I don't want to say cured because cured is not the right word. There's no cure for psoriasis, as Kim Kardashian's doctor said.
There are a whole bunch of things that influence this. Stress, food, water, diet, travel has a lot to do with it. May not be curable, but it's controllable.
Not curable?
It's not curable because you can't alter the genetics.
But treated my psoriasis so greatly. It just wasn't worth it with the side effects. So the third group of things is lifestyle. People talk about lifestyle a lot when it comes to psoriasis. They say that a low stress life leads to less psoriasis, and for some people psoriasis only comes out when they're stressed. I've had it very severe, and even though I'm a very stressy person, for me I don't find that the psoriasis is caused by stress. I just find that it goes a little bit red when I'm in stressful times. So because of that, I try and find different ways to relax. I do yoga, I try and do meditation, and even though I'm not a very chill person, I try to relax when I can. The other thing that really helps lifestyle wise is the sun, being outside, and vitamin D. So when I go on holidays, my psoriasis nearly clears up naturally, but I can't use light treatment because of how pale I am. It's so irritating because it's the thing that works the most, but at least when summer comes, it gets a lot better. And the last thing, lifestyle wise, is my diet. I don't follow a strict diet because of my psoriasis, but I do try to get a lot of omega-3 from having fatty acids in fish, so I have a lot of fish. I try and cut down on meat because that's like a personal choice, but I do have it now and again. And the most important thing that I found with my diet is sugar. When I have a lot of sugar, my psoriasis will flare up, it will be itchy, it will be sore, and I've had this ever since I was a little girl. So when I was 3 or 4, I used to scream to my parents in the night because it felt like something was itching from underneath my skin inside. And my dad and my mum found this a correlation when I'd had loads of sweets from the sweet shop. That's the nights when I would have really sore psoriasis and be screaming in the night. So they are the main 3 groups of things I've used and the main treatments I've used to really make a difference to my psoriasis. As I said, it's coming back a little bit at the moment, and there really is no cure for psoriasis. No matter what site you go on, if they're saying there is a cure, they're lying to you, I'm sorry. For certain people, you can get rid of it for a long time, but it's in the immune system. It's not just a skin condition. So if you'd like to use all these treatments that I've used, then all well, but just remember that every single body is different, everyone is different, and how they react to certain things. So I really hope if you have psoriasis that you find a treatment that works for you. I really want more people to know real ways that people have treated their skin condition, rather than people scamming people online. It really gets on my nerves. If you have psoriasis or know someone that does, or even if you didn't know what psoriasis was until now, please leave a comment down below. Let's open up a discussion about this condition. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Developing the Self. Remember that I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, so make sure to subscribe for more videos. I hope to see you soon. Bye!